members of the royal family should not be engaging in any way in political activity. And that also applies, of course, to Meghan Markle, who is a member of the royal family. And so there does need to be a far greater level of scrutiny, I think, of the activities of Harry and Meghan, including of their charity. If indeed, Prince Harry was removed from the United States, I think that most Americans would actually support that. Most British people would actually support it, provided Harry didn't return to Britain itself.
Canada's looking really good right now, huh?
Hi, all, Kinsey Schofield here, and I'm with Nile Gardiner of the Heritage Foundation, and you are familiar with him because he's a genius when it comes to politics, worked with Margaret Thatcher, but also he's one of my favorite go-tos for royal commentary. I mean, you're a jack of all trades, really. I became close to you throughout the process of the Prince Harry immigration case. Because I really believed in what the Heritage Foundation was doing. You're asking for clarity when it comes to a prince from a foreign country moving to the United States of America. We're curious to know how he's doing so, because in the United States of America, he's openly promoted illegal drug use.
Yes.
And I think you're just saying we deserve to know how he's here, and you want clarity on the situation. Tell me where we're at right now on that, because I can't tell you how many people were disappointed by the paperwork that was released that was redacted beyond all belief.
Yes. Well, firstly, thanks very much for having me on your wonderful show, Kinsey. And it's great to be here. And thank you for raising the Prince Harry immigration records issue, because, of course, we continue to fight for the release of Prince Harry's immigration records, and we think there's a clear public interest in the release of those records, especially in light of Prince Harry's admission of widespread illegal drug use. So there's a clear public interest here, and if anyone lies on an immigration application, that's a criminal offence that would normally result in a deportation or up to 5 years in prison in the United States. So the stakes are very high for Prince Harry. As you mentioned, of course, we fought a battle earlier in the federal courts, and there were several hearings before a federal judge, and we saw the release of some records relating to the case, but we did not, in fact, see the release of Prince Harry's immigration records, and the documents that were released relating to this case were heavily redacted, and so we're now urging the State Department to release Prince Harry's immigration records, and the State Department has possession of those records, and we believe that there's a clear-cut case for the release of the records, and our view is that there's a very good chance that those records will be released ultimately by the Trump administration.
Wow, that's pretty huge news. Is your team arguing at all that Harry collaborates with entities like the Aspen Institute? He's trying to change laws. I think if you're going to try to change laws, or you're going to criticize the First Amendment, using the First Amendment, the platform that we've given him in our country, free speech, then we should know how you're here, and we should know whether or not you lied on your application to enter our country. Is that one of the things you've argued, or do you see that is something we should be concerned about, the way that he's I also heard that he is working with people to buy up smaller publications, and so that they can have some sort of say when it comes to media narrative. I want to know how that person is in the United States.
Sure, these are all very important questions. Of course, our legal case is centered upon releasing Prince Harry's immigration records, so that's the focus of the case. But you raise very important points, because members of the royal family should not be engaging in any way in political activity. And that also applies, of course, to Meghan Markle, who is a member of the royal family. And so there does need to be a far greater level of scrutiny, I think, of the activities of Harry and Meghan, including of their charity as well. And I think that there does need to be scrutiny of whether or not there is any political activity involved at all. and there should be congressional oversight, frankly, of Harry and Meghan's charity operations here. And there should be full oversight on behalf of the American people to establish whether or not members of the royal family have been engaging in the United States in any kind of political related activity. And that should be fully scrutinized.
So when Harry and Meghan send a significant donation to Ashley Biden, which we know they did, is that in conflict with what you're saying? Are you saying that potentially is inappropriate? Joe Biden was the sitting president at the time that Ashley Biden, his daughter, received that donation from the Sussexes.
Right. It strikes me as a highly unusual move.
Yeah.
And I do think there should be a congressional investigation into that, actually. Mm-hmm. And also the relevant federal government agency should be looking into this. There's no doubt about it that there should be full scrutiny from Congress and from the executive branch into what has happened here.
What if you could delay your next 2 mortgage payments? That's right. Imagine putting those 2 payments in your pocket and finally getting a little breathing room. It's possible when you call American Financing today. If you're feeling stretched by everyday expenses, groceries, gas, bills piling up, you're not alone. Most Americans are putting these expenses on credit cards, and there doesn't seem to be a way out. American Financing can show you how to use your home's equity to pay off that debt. You need to call American Financing today before you get to a point where you can't make those payments. Their salary-based mortgage consultants are helping homeowners just like you restructure their loans and consolidate debt, all without upfront fees. And their customers are saving an average of $800 a month. That's like a $10,000 raise. It's fast, it's simple, and it could save your budget this summer. Call before it's too late. 866-887-1201. That's 866-887-1201, or visit americanfinancing.net/unfiltered.
So it's so interesting, and then it feels like it snuck under the radar because we found out about it through Harry and Meghan's taxes, but Ashley Biden hadn't declared it. So, having to navigate that, very suspicious in my opinion. There were people that were disappointed in those redacted documents, and some of the commentary surrounding it was that perhaps President Trump didn't use as much muscle as he could because he loves the British royal family, he respects King Charles, and he didn't want to create any animosity, or he didn't want to do anything that might hurt through a domino effect, King Charles, by pushing Prince Harry at all. Do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. As you rightly point out, President Trump has tremendous, I think, admiration for the royal family, for the British monarchy, and he's also a huge supporter of the US-UK special relationship. President Trump is the greatest friend in the world today for the British people, and he's someone who really cherishes that partnership with the United Kingdom. And we'll see that further through the state visit in September by President Trump. At the same time, though, I think with regard to to Prince Harry, if the records are released to the American people, as they should be, and I think they will be, and if it is revealed that Prince Harry lied on his application, I think that President Trump would simply allow the rule of law to work its course here, actually, and it would then be, of course, the Trump administration, but also potentially to courts to decide what happens to Prince Harry, and if indeed Prince Harry was removed from the United States, I think that most Americans would actually support that. Most British people would actually support it, provided Harry didn't return to Britain itself. And,
Canada's looking really good right now, huh?
Canada or France, or, but I think that President Trump believes in the rule of law.
So I guess based on what you just said, we don't believe that President Trump has combed through these papers, because if President Trump saw something that he thought was not great, he would pursue it. Yeah,
I think it's very clear that once the records are released, and if there's any wrongdoing, I'm in no doubt that President Trump would support the full implementation of the rule of law, and no one, of course, should be treated differently by any U.S. Presidency based upon whether they're a member of royal family. So I don't think Prince Harry would receive any kind of special treatment from the Trump administration. This is an administration that is very hard line in enforcing immigration law and the rule of law.
Yes,
and Prince
right?
Harry would be no exception. And let's also not forget that Prince Harry has treated his own family, his father, his brother, the royal family, the British monarchy, with tremendous disrespect. Prince Harry has treated the royal family in an absolutely horrible fashion, and President Trump has pointed that out in the past and condemned it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And so I don't think there'll be any sympathy whatsoever for Harry in any quarter in the United States if he's found to have lied on his immigration application, broken American law. If Prince Harry has nothing to hide, he should support the release of those records.
Right. If he has nothing to hide, why not release them
exactly.
yourself and stop the
Exactly.
conversation?
Yeah, so Harry, of course, has fought tooth and nail against the release of those records. Previously, the Biden administration fought tooth and nail against the release of those records.
Which is why I bring up the Ashley Biden donation.
Yes.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just think that it's a little
Yeah.
odd. We see no relationship between this pair otherwise.
It's a very, very strange donation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that deserves to receive scrutiny at the highest levels of the US government and also by Congress. This is a serious matter, a very serious matter, actually.
And let's talk about the state visit. You are coming to the state visit. You anticipate a very exciting meeting between King Charles, who we know loves and respects this monarchy.
Yeah, I do think that President Trump and King Charles already have developed a very, very strong partnership there. And I think this will be a very highly successful state visit. And it also reinforces the tremendous importance and value of the US-UK special relationship, the most powerful partnership in the world today, the beating heart of the free world. So I expect this is going to be a great visit. It's a great moment as well for American leadership on the world stage, and a great moment for the powerful alliance between the American and the British people. I do hope, though, that President Trump will be given the opportunity to speak to Parliament.
And you've heard through your sources
Yes.
that that's still a possibility.
Oh, absolutely. I've spoken to numerous members of Parliament here in London this week who have said that the President could easily be invited to address Parliament. The House of Lords is still sitting during the state visit, September 17th to 19th. And President Trump could easily be invited by the British Prime Minister to address Parliament. And as the leader of the free world, President Trump should be speaking to the British Parliament, to the British people. And I think you'd have a tremendously powerful message. And I think that Keir Starmer should be offering President Trump the opportunity to speak. And he should do so as soon as possible. And I've spoken to many MPs this week who believe that President Trump should be invited. Emmanuel Macron, the French president, spoke to Parliament just a few days ago, actually.
Right.
And Macron's not even a friend of Britain. President Trump is a huge friend of the British people. Barack Obama spoke to Parliament when he was president, and President Trump should be given that opportunity. And I think it will be a fantastic speech. And I'm in no doubt that this could well happen.
Come to fruition.
Yes, absolutely. I should be strongly calling for that, and I'm sure that many in Washington, also here in London, will be also doing the same.
What did you think when you saw President Trump say that he would consider becoming a member of the Commonwealth? Did you see that recently?
Yeah, that was an extraordinary statement, and I've had the opportunity to meet with President Trump a number of times in the past.
Well, could you tell him we'd like to give Harry the boot? I'm just kidding.
Well, if I do speak to the president in the coming weeks, I shall raise the issue of Prince Harry and his immigration application directly with the president.
Oh, thank you. I mean,
and I do think the president takes a deep interest in all issues relating to the royal family. And
can I get the exclusive there? Can you talk to me immediately after that conversation?
I will do so, Kinsey.
Thank you.
I've had the opportunity in the past to meet with the president, and he has always expressed his great admiration, of course, for the British family, and his admiration as well for the British people as well, and that's always been at the heart of President Trump's approach towards American leadership on the world stage, the partnership with the British people, and the importance of the British monarchy as well. He's also a big Brexit supporter. President Trump loves Brexit. He likes sovereignty, freedom, self-determination, and he believes that Brexit is a great blessing actually for Britain. I strongly agree with that view.
Well, it's been such a pleasure to speak to you today. And I saw you in the lobby, and I kidnapped you. So thank you.
Thank you for kidnapping me.
Thank you.
It's great to be here, Kinsey, and you have a fantastic show, and I think that the work you are doing does so much to strengthen, I think, the bond between the United States and Great Britain, and to strengthen, of course, support for the British monarchy, such a vital institution, really, and dearly loved, of course, not only by the British people, but by most Americans as well.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, can we you guys got that, right? You got that on? Okay, good. All right. Agree with us, disagree with us, let us know in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. And how can people, really quickly, how can people keep up with the Heritage Foundation?
Well, they can always go to our website, heritage.org. I'm also very, very active on X as well.
Yes, a superstar.
Where you'll see a lot of my latest statements on issues relating to Prince Harry or royal matters, or relating to broader US foreign policy as well. So
perfect. Well, if you're not following now, give him a follow right now. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Kinsey Schofield.